The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Thanks for joining us for the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. The clock is running out on the regular season. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, having been eliminated from playoff contention, the only role left for them to play is that of spoiler. We'll see if it's a role they take any pleasure at all in. And the Suns have gone back to their up-tempo style, a lot of 7 seconds or less type of play last season. Is this a good look for them?
Well, it's part of franchise history. Started with Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, the Brazilian Blur. You know, it happened especially in their most successful era. You know, they've proven that when you play big games at the up-tempo style, you can win a lot of games like that.
And I'm older than you, Shaq, so it was even with Kevin Johnson. It was Oh, yeah, no question. Paul Westphal, back in those days, and the Van Arsdale brothers. I mean, this is there's been a history of playing in the Valley of the Sun, up-tempo, and they're doing it again this year.
Do you think I can toss to Kevin Harlan in 7 seconds or less?
You should, yeah.
Well, count it down for me.
7, 6.
Now time to go
5,
to Kevin Harlan
4
as they get ready
3, 2,
for the opening
1.
tip.
There's Phillips Arena, our setting tonight, with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Phoenix Suns come in for this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. And for the Atlanta Hawks, they want to turn this season series around as they lost their last matchup against Phoenix.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I thought the constant substitution threw guys off their normal patterns, and that typically leads to diminished production, as we saw in that game.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, we know here in Atlanta, Mike Budenholzer has assumed the dual role of coach and GM of the Atlanta Hawks. It's a tough task, but he can draw on the experience in San Antonio, where Greg Popovich has a similar role. Like Pop, Coach Bud makes sure to listen to his differing opinions and empower the staff. Kevin?
He's done a terrific job, Dave. Thank you. And here late in the regular season, teams vying for playoff position. Doris, the intensity has ramped up considerably.
Well, how about all those teams that are on what we would call in the college game the bubble?
Yes.
They're not quite definitively in the playoffs. The intensity is ratcheted up because no playoff position is guaranteed.
And I love the hustle. Every player with great intensity in their play.
Yeah, they'll put it all on the line at this point.
So fun. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. We've got Alex Len, Booker out there with Ulis, and it's Chris in at the 4 slot.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Hardaway with it. Screen by Howard, expanding his range, and that's good. Tavo Sapolosha for 3.
And Howard sets such vicious screens. It's like running into a brick wall.
And here is Ulis. His last outing, 16 points for him. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Here's Schroeder. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now the dish to Howard. 9 feet out. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
First one falls for him. And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but he remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the blocks, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
He's off on the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Glenn, a screen. Here's Ulis. Not really his range, and it's off target. Ulis has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And good that time.
That, my friend, is what we call poetry in motion. Terrific pass that led him right into the shot.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. There's the pass to Len. Wide open look. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Oh, he will take that shot over and over if they give it to him. That's a defensive error they can't afford to repeat.
Cephalosha kicks it over to Schroeder. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Knew it would be tough going in, but they were completely overmatched. Skill, effort, everything.
Atlanta with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Ilyasova.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
The Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ulis passes to Booker. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, pass to Chris. Kicks to Len. The second effort. The shot misses. Excellent D from Howard. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Schroeder leading the charge. Yep, that one goes.
And how about that one-man fast break?
Boy, once he gets his hands on it, it's straight to the races, just the way it should be done.
There's the screen. Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded by Schroeder to the left wing. Passes it to Chris. To the wing on the left. Dishes to Ulis. Three-pointer, and it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
You know, it's been hard for him to find the range this quarter, but I do like his aggressiveness.
Right through the D for the layup. Now Hardaway. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
The three from Cephalosha. That one doesn't drop. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker dishes to Ulis. Back to Booker. Great D that time from Hardaway.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Ilyasova kicks it over to Schroeder. A floater, and here's Ilyasova outside. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this gives us a chance to highlight the rookies with the most assists here in the second half of the season. Tyler Ulis, number 1.
He's making progress in his first season in the league, and his command of their offense and opposing defenses improves every time he takes the floor.
Greg, the Atlanta Hawks, a disciplined team. They've got the right coach in Mike Budenholzer. Wouldn't you agree?
I really do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Offensively, they move the ball and they make the simple play. And defensively, they deny in transition and avoid cheap fouls. They really don't beat themselves.
That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Ulis. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Booker in the corner. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. The shot missing. Great D that time from Howard.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Booker outside. And Ulis has it in the corner. Phoenix no good that time either.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. Over the last month, getting it done. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Suns trail by 3. Ulis passes to Warren. Len, a screen. Here's Ulis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Ulis has got his second basket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Feeds it to Hardaway. Nice work there coming off the screen. And the Hawks lead by 3.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Now here's Ulis. Warren with the ball. Right wing. Len dishes to Ulis. Suns moving the ball around. Shoots a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Howard's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You know, something's off. His shot mechanics, perhaps, and they need him to shoot it well right now.
Elbow shot. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns trail by 3. Booker with no one around. No good from outside. And here's Cephalosha for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight. Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A nice shot by Booker.
You love it when guys play bigger than you think they are. Booker proving that he's not just a threat from the outside.
There's a good screen. Screen by Howard. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Here's Howard. It's tipped. Booker outside. Now here's Warren. Covered by Cephalosha. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. Here's
Len. Rebounded by the Hawks, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
You know, low percentage from the free throw line, and I think that can have an effect on your overall scoring efforts, which obviously fell short.
Good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Schroeder. He has 5. Pass to Howard. Now Schroeder, screened by Howard. Jumper off the screen, and it's Schroeder missing.
That was an extremely weak screen. I mean, he clearly didn't want to sacrifice his body right there.
Ulis can't get it to go. The Hawks leading. Ilyasova passes to Schroeder. The feed to Cephalosha. Here's Howard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up.
Well, for Phoenix, it's been a little bit of a lull here, right? Remember, this was a team that came out of nowhere to win 48 games back in 2014, and the Suns are hoping they can make that leap again. This time, they want to sustain it.
That free throw missing. And you look back at that 2014 season, the Suns caught lightning in a bottle. What happened, Doris, that caused them to tumble?
You know, Kevin, personnel-wise, the roster pretty similar the next season. They add Isaiah Thomas and lost Channing Frye. That's a trade that most GMs would probably make, but the three-point guard backcourt didn't seem to work out. Seemed like chemistry issues started to emerge at that point.
Good on the second free throw.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Now, here's Ulis. Here's Williams. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And Doris, defense is something that can define how good a team is. What are the aspects of a lockdown defender in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it starts with mindset, Kevin. I think certainly you have to be committed to the scout that your head coach has given you. There has to be a certain amount of physical attributes. Yeah, we associate long, rangy, quick-footed, quick-minded, really sharp-thinking guys with it. And obviously, you got to be able to contain the ball. Can you contain and can you contest? Sometimes, to me, it's all about the effort. Are you working hard enough?
You took the word right out of my mind. It seems like effort. When coaches talk about defense, effort is always close behind.
Yeah, and the other thing is, okay, so you, as you know in the NBA, these players are so good that your effort can be top shelf. You can be giving it all out, putting everything on the line. You also have to have a short memory in the NBA. Because guys like Kevin Durant, they can put 30 on you. You can be guarding, contesting, doing everything you want, and they're going to score.
Is effort a skill? Is hustle a skill?
I believe it is. I believe both of those things are things that organizations should value when they're evaluating guys. What are my work habits? You know how important that is.
Now, here's Ulis. Back to Booker. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, with that size and strength, for a 2-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat even in traffic.
Humphries with a screen on Booker. Now the dish to Humphries. There's the 3. Kept alive.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
The Suns trailing. 58 seconds left in the first. Booker left side. Humphries with the steal. Hawks passing it around.
Oh! And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Boy, shaky work defensively, giving him that good look on the jump shot. What were they thinking?
I don't know, Doris. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Suns trail by 3. Here's Ulis. Williams a screen. And here's Booker from the arc. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. On the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Well, they trust each other, and that's something you establish in practice and in games, and you don't see a ton of miscommunication out there.
They've got Chris Humphries. Muscala is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now, here's Ulis. Williams a screen. And Dudley kicks to Booker. He used that pick to get in close. Booker's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pick by Humphries. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Fade away. They get the rebound. Plays it up and banks it in. Humphries has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, terrific reaction to that missed shot. Reached right where it comes off the glass for the putback.
The pass to Ulis. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Dudley kicks to Booker. That's good from 17 feet away. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
Very rare for a guy to enter the league with such a polished mid-range shot. Booker, so impressive.
Schroeder kicks to Humphries. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
Yeah, their ball movement has been superb with him on the floor, and so many of their baskets coming directly off one of his dimes.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Chris Humphries was first one of the best rebounders in the league, and now, after a few years of tinkering with a jumper, he's become a pretty good shooting big man. After the 2015 playoffs, Wizards coach Randy Whitman suggested that Humphries work on his three-pointer. Humphries said, "I hadn't really worked on it ever. I just had to adapt. I went at it trying to expand my game so I can play longer." Kevin?
I'm sure we'll see a lot of players trying to add that 3, DA. Thank you. We've seen a lot of unhappy players leaving the Suns in recent seasons. Might be addition, Doris, by subtraction.
Well, Kevin, I don't know. The front office admitted that perhaps they'd made a mistake and should have held on to All-Star Isaiah Thomas, but chemistry is so critical. You need players pulling in the same direction, willing to make the team better. And hopefully, the change in personnel gets them back on track.
Well, Doris, the NBA is consistently evolving, changing all the time. What are the biggest changes you've seen in the league over the years?
Well, this should be an interesting conversation because if you think about Michael Jordan's era and how little impact the three-point shot had on the game, to the point where 2 years ago, Greg Popovich says, Kevin, and you've been calling the NBA a lot longer than I have, You can't win without the three-point ball. It's simply impossible. Would you say that that's been the single most significant change?
Probably brought more in focus with what Curry and Thompson have done. I love the ball movement.
It's a lot of fun.
The game is so much more pleasing to the eye now than, say, in the 90s.
Okay, and let me ask you this. So we talk about the three-point shot. The other thing with Golden State, and you mentioned Stephen Clay, this small ball, is that sort of a revolutionary thing that perhaps is not going to go back?
Well, the athletic ability, the length of their arm span, the ability to jump, they can almost equal what a big man would do, even in a smaller frame, a different kind of form, and maybe they've been able to adjust that way. I mean, what do you think? It's
as you know, and you know this better than I do, it's a sort of a reactionary league. And so you saw a team like Washington go away from a double low post that got them to the Eastern Conference Finals, try to play small, and they take a step back.
Yes, good point. Chris, he's checked in for Jared Dudley. Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Hawks. The pull-up. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Hewlett. It's tipped. Here's Williams. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And a look now at the breakdown between three-point and two-point shots attempted here tonight for the Suns.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making a switch here. Howard's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you watch Earl Watson coaching the Suns team. It's easy to see why they wanted him. He seems to connect really easily with these guys. Great motivator. Will always have this group fighting from start to finish.
Suns trail by 5. Outside Williams. Guarded by Prince. Picked by Williams. Chris pass to Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And with Watson, the coach, not only is he a great motivator, but he also knows how to develop all the young players on the roster.
Well, I think, Kevin, initially, Watson was brought in to help with player development. And that's the exact kind of background you want right now if you're the Suns. And first and foremost, Watson brings leadership to this ball club.
And the first one at the line is good. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Chris Humphries. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway dishes to Ilyasova. He tries for 3. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Chris. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For Phoenix, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Chris. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Hawks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Atlanta leading by 4. Outside Hardaway. The Hawks working the ball around. Kicks it to Howard. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now, here's Ulis. He's got 9. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Howard. Williams kicks to Ulis. Williams sets a screen for Ulis. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Good. Ulis has got 11 points.
Building on a solid first quarter performance, he's now taken his offense up several notches.
Passes it to Howard.
Who's watching him?
Puts it up from 12. That shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Dishes it to Ulis. There's a screen. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is good.
Timeout, timeout.
Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Alex Len's checked in for Williams. Let's go briefly to our rookie leaderboard. The deeper we get into the season, the more these rookies' three-point percentage seems to improve. And you look at Chris, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And his shot starting to fall consistently here the second half of the season. Credit him for staying in the gym, putting in the work, and continuing his development.
Feeds it to Ilyasova. There's the screen. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And inside is where Howard does the most damage, especially how he gets these calls.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
And he can't get the first one. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Suns. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Well, I'll tell you, with young bigs, you always have to be patient. But with Alex Len, he is growing rapidly. Flourished when given the chance to start in his sophomore season. He still has a long way to go, guys, but rapidly improving his game and looking like he's on the verge of a breakout.
Doris, with Len, the improvement is there, as you can see. Still has a lot of trouble finding consistency, perhaps, on the offensive side. But he has a lot of time to develop.
I think, Kevin, what's important for Len is just keeping confidence growing when he's on the floor and letting the game slow down a bit.
Gentlemen,
he gets in trouble when he feels the need to rush things or force a play. But, boy, with his improvement, you can tell he might have a chance.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. One thing you know you're getting with Alex Len is size. He's legit 7'1". He can be intimidating with his size on the floor. And he has some pretty easy moves for a player that size.
I think, Kevin, Len is continuing to find ways to make the most of his height and length. That spot-up jumper has a high release, very hard to bother that one. And he's just got to find consistency with that baby hook. Nobody is going to be able to get to that shot when he releases it.
And so here's Phoenix. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Suns moving the ball around. Warren against Ilyasova. Len, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And it's tied up with that one. The Hawks making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Hawks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. To the left side wing. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ilyasova can't hit. The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Cephalosha. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Cephalosha's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Len. He's got 9. Warren with the ball. Len's shot is off. Pass to Ilyasova. The feed now to Hardaway. He dishes it to Ilyasova. A clear look for Hardaway. Gets a very good look and converts. Hardaway has got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here is Warren. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Hawks leading by 3. The dish now to Cephalosha. In the corner, Hardaway with it. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Delaney. A 3-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
On the wing, Booker. Guarded by Hardaway. Over in the corner, Warren. Here's Chris. And the 3 off target. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the pass to Ilyasova. Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered by Warren. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Oh, he's devastating from distance. Feathery touch, has the height to shoot over everyone.
Pass to Warren. Here's the screen. Down low. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
You know, you've got to give the nod to that setup. Very nice assist, makes that basket so easy.
1:30 left to play in the first half. Shoots from 12, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 1:20 left to play here in the half. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. And very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, D.A., that's what it's all about. Thank you, Len. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Gentlemen. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Blue shots.
That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second free throw. Now Prince. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Now here's Prince. 3-point lead. Clock at 6. Schroeder kicks to Humphries. 17-foot shot on the way. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Passes it to Dudley. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Inside. Here's Len. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Here's Cephalosha. He's got 10. Stolen by Warren. Can't hit that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Hawks ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. 1 half completed. Let's break it down. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show.
No.
The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The Sky View Ferris wheel there in the background. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Without question, Tyler Ewis displaying his skills today.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Well, I liked his composure. You don't identify him as a natural playmaker, but he's worked on it, and certainly it has come in handy tonight.
The Suns trailing. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ulis is out there with Booker. Then there's Len, and it's Chris in at the 4 spot. Off the left rim and out.
Just have to shake that miss off. He knows he can make it.
Now here's Schroeder. He kicks it to Humphries. Good work there as it goes. Schroeder's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Hawks. Ulis with it. They set the pick. Booker in the corner. It's good from long range. Booker's got 11 points.
Sound mechanics, soft touch. Booker will be deadly from beyond the arc for a long, long time.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Humphries. Back to Schroeder. He feeds it to Cephalosha. And Ilyasova kicks it over to Schroeder. Dishes it to Humphries. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 11 points in the game.
He's doing everything he can to help stretch this lead. He's working hard, converting at a high percentage of them. Nice.
Glenn, a screen. Booker outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, it's all about reading the screen. Booker showing tremendous intelligence in most everything he does.
And here's Schroeder. 9 points in the game so far. Picked by Humphries. Right side Hardaway. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Chris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And while we can, how about a look at the rookies with the highest shooting percentage since we returned from the All-Star break? And you look at Chris, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Dwight Howard's checked in for Chris Humphries. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Kicks to Howard. They set the pick. Outside Hardaway. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Hardaway has got 8.
And Howard isn't just a banger down low. He also possesses outstanding vision to zip the ball over to the open man.
Now here's Ulis. He's got 13. Glenn, a screen. Covered by Cephalosha. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ulis. Sinks the three-pointer. 16 points for him.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Schroeder. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Ulis passes to Len. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Schroeder. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Screen by Howard. To the middle. 5 on the clock. There's the pick. And they pick up 2. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Guard it.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Dwight Howard. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 6th in rebounding, 10th in field goal percentage, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 1-point game. There's Chris. He has 5. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Boston, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks sitting there 4 spots below.
And right now for the Hawks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now Schroeder, 9 points in the game so far. And here's Cephalosha for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now, here's Ulis. Defense right on him. Feeds to Williams. And Ulis has it in the corner. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Schroeder. To the inside. And Ilyasova kicks to Cephalosha. Screen by Howard. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Just 4 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Prince is checked in for the Hawks. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Ulis. Here's Chris, defended by Ilyasova. The feed to Ulis from deep. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And if he thinks that's within his range, then you know what? He's got a low basketball IQ.
I'm a little surprised he would even attempt that shot. Much better to swing the ball to somebody else.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Booker is screen on Schroeder. Ulis dishes to Williams. And Ulis has it in the corner. And he's good on the three ball. Ulis has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Suns. And certainly the early surprise of the 2015 draft class, Doris, is Devin Booker. Number 13 overall. He could end up being one of the top 2 or 3 players in the entire draft class.
Well, I think, Kevin, for Booker, a lot of people slept on him because of his college team. Came out of Kentucky, and that team was loaded with talent, headlined by Karl Anthony Towns. He was actually the 4th player off that team to be drafted. Insane that he went just 13th.
The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter. The Hawks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. And Ulis has it in the corner. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Hawks leading. The dish to Howard. 16 feet away. Another miss by Howard.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
Here's Chris. 5 points in the game. It's Ulis top of the key. He dishes it to Booker. Down low, Williams. And it's sent back by Howard. Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. Both teams deciding to change it up. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Booker outside. The pass to Eddie. He kicks it to Ulis. Pass to Dudley for the lead. But they'll get another chance. Booker the pass to Ulis. Williams with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Hardaway kicks to Muscala. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, that's obviously some defensive miscommunication there as he gets a wide open look at the 3.
Now, here's Ulis. He's got 19. Eddie, the pass to Booker. Passes it to Eddie. Clock at 4. Here's Ulis. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 4. Schroeder with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Hardaway kicks to Howard. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter. Suns trail by 6. And here is Ulis, poked loose. Now Schroeder to the middle. Shoots from the right block. Almost, but it rolls out. The Suns shooting 41% for the game. Williams against Howard. Williams dishes to Booker. He feeds it to Ulis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Here's Booker. 16 points for him. Inside. Williams passes to Booker. Prince outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Here's Williams. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Williams has got 7 points. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Over to the wing. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Phoenix has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Ulis kicks to Eddie. Dishes it to Ulis. Booker the pass to Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You know, for a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First one falls for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Humphries checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Schroeder, 11 points in the game. Kicks to Hardaway. The tray. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. The Suns have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Warren with the ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the miss. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get a stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them. Let's play at our pace. Let's go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to play at their tempo. Mike Budenholzer really wants them to assert themselves, trying to dominate this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, his energy is up there, hoping his team's energy is just as high. They may push every chance they get.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Prince. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Chris Humphries, and it's Muscala in at the 5.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Muscala. Knight's checked in for Phoenix. Schroeder hits them both. Suns trail by 7. To the left side wing. Outside Knight. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Humphries with the steal. And here's Schroeder. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Hawks lead by 9. The Suns shooting the ball at 42%. Schroeder against Knight. Feeds to Dudley. To the right side. And that's a foul called on Chris Humphries. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Knight. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Booker.
Well, you really have to be feeling it to go with the teardrop. That is not as easy as that looked.
Schroeder against Booker. From deep, Ilyasova. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Especially to him. They need to show a lot more energy and activity at the defensive end if they hope to trim this lead.
Glenn, a screen. Warren dishes to Booker. They get it back. Len, the shot that time, not on target.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. That one rolling around and rims out.
He looked like he rushed that look. Just needs to take his time, and the shot is there.
Booker left side. Pass to Len. Puts it up from 7, and they pick up 2. The Hawks leading by 8. Picked by Humphries. Booker against Schroeder. The feed to Cephalosha. And here's Ilyasova outside. Another miss by Ilyasova. Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Leaps for it. Dudley, no luck.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
Schroeder against Booker. Schroeder passes to Cephalosha. Picked by Humphries. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
And that was definitely a play where he just seemed to not have a good perspective on where he was.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Atlanta. And Phoenix also making a switch. Chris is checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. He's guarded by Schroeder. The dish to Warren. They set the pick. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Ejected by Len. Warren against Prince. Here's Len. Bullseye. Len's got 4 points this quarter.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
It's baffling that he's someone they'd leave alone in that situation. You can get away with that early in a game, maybe, but not now.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Hawks lead by 7. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. To the inside, Booker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Booker's got 20.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Screen by Howard. Schroeder dishes to Prince. Ilyasova, a screen on Warren. Back to Schroeder. A 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Chris has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
And there's the pass to Warren. To the middle. Chris gets the bucket. Now it's just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Ilyasova kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Howard. They set the pick. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
Len passes to Booker. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Schroeder kicks to Howard. Now here is Cephalosha, defended by Booker. Pass to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. And Howard has it in the corner. Here's Ilyasova, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Ilyasova's got 5 points in the quarter. Suns trail by 5. Passes it to Warren. And Booker kicks to Warren. Back to Booker. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Booker's got 14 points here in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Cephalosha dishes to Schroeder. He kicks it to Howard. And the shot is good.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Ulis is checked in for Phoenix. Howard, no good on the free throw.
Well, the NC State product, right? TJ Warren, you like what he can do on the offensive end, and more importantly, how efficiently he does it. Rarely puts himself in a bad spot or takes a bad shot.
No good from Booker. The Hawks leading by 5. Cephalosha passes to Hardaway. Howard with a screen on Booker. Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Hardaway. This one for 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And with Warren, he's efficient and still doing everything he can to improve his game, Doris, and add to his offensive skill set.
Well, I think, Kevin, you know, the three-pointer has already made big jumps for him. Pretty much doubled the rate he takes them between his first and second seasons. And you like the work ethic he's shown while recovering from injury. You just hope he can stay healthy.
That free throw good from Len.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
So he gets them both. Atlanta leading by 3. Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Here's the screen. Schroeder up top. Lets it go. Misses off the left iron. The Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Booker outside. He feeds it to Warren. Phoenix no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Screen by Howard. Hardaway kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Hardaway. And stolen by Booker. A floater. It's deflected. Now Schroeder knocked loose. Inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
And the first one drops. And so Howard nails both of them.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now, here's Ulis. Len sets a screen for Warren. To the middle. Len dishes to Ulis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Suns. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Yeah, I think that's where you swing the ball around. Try and find a better passing angle.
There's Ulis. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
To the wing on the left. Warren the pass to Ulis. Len a screen. From deep. Ulis can't get it to go.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise, he's forcing things that aren't there, he's just taking shots out of rhythm.
Out to Hardaway. Back to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Two shots.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dishes it to Booker. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing phases him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Screen by Howard. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 10 points in just the second half. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. No good from Booker.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Screen by Howard. Who kicks to Hardaway. Inside. Howard dishes to Cephalosha. Doubled by Ulis. Schroeder passes to Howard. To the paint. Stolen by Len. Now, here's Warren. Guarded closer. Kicks to Ulis. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Again, the miss by Booker. The Hawks leading by 7. Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Now here is Cephalosha. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Screen by Howard. And it's Schroeder missing. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker. Guarded by Hardaway. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, the miss by Booker. And it's the Hawks' ball. Here's Hardaway. Back to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. The three from Cephalosha. Gets the three-point to fall. Cephalosha's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks. Timeout called, the Suns. They're losing by 10. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
No, this is just prolonging the inevitable.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barbosa's shot is off.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Dwight, coming off of the loss in the last game, what was the difference tonight?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
And a good performance on the second night of a back-to-back. Thanks, Dwight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dennis Schroeder. There's a good reason he had a double-double. He outworked his opponent and outthought his opponent pretty much the entire night.
He was putting passes on a platter for these guys, leading them straight to the basket for easy buckets. He finished with 13 assists, and as good as that total was, it still doesn't reflect what a supreme job he did running their offense.
Interesting that he would be the guy to come rescue the team. But hey, someone had to put a stop to their losing streak. I'll be honest, I did not think it would be him, Ernie. I owe you an apology, sir. Sir, I apologize.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.